Too many leaders are losing their way. And I've said this many times, people lose their way when they lose their why. And so just again, nowhere in Scripture, just to remind you, are we promised that the believer's life is going to be an easy one. Any believer, let alone leaders of leaders. And in fact, the opposite is true. John 16:33. Jesus says, in this world you will have trouble, but take heart, I have overcome the world. And so difficulties will come and trials will cross our paths. And often, many will want to be tempted to drop out of this race or fall away. And that seems to be the idea of the book of Hebrews here. So go with me, Hebrews chapter 12, quickly, please. These believers were enduring a terrible time of trial and persecution. In light of that, the writer is attempting to encourage these weary, hurting believers to be faithful to the Lord and to continue to run their race. The author of Hebrews is comparing this Christian walk, this walk with Him as a race, right? It's a marathon. It's not a sprint. And so let's read Hebrews chapter 12 in verse 1. It says, therefore, it's on the back of Hebrews 11, which we love to talk about, this the hallmarks of faith and the people who've walked in all these things because of their faith, commended for their faith. And then we get to Hebrews chapter 12. Therefore, since we are surrounded by such a great cloud of witnesses, let us throw off everything that hinders and the sin that is so easily entangling us. And let us run with perseverance the race marked out for us, fixing our eyes on Jesus, the pioneer and perfecter of our faith. For the joy set before Him, He endured the cross, scorning its shame, and sat down at the right hand of the throne of God. Consider Him who endured such opposition from sinners, so that you will not grow weary and lose heart. I love this text because it's this imperative in the phrase, let us fixing our eyes on Jesus. It speaks of united action. Let us. This isn't a one-off or a simple response. It's a letting us. It's a corporate united of individual response, but we've got to be united. Let us. It speaks of a definite action, fixing our eyes. And it speaks of a single aim on Jesus.